Kinda? Sort of? Let's find out. Yay! I'm back. I am theoretically here to, so, the virus kicked my ass. I have not been that sick that long, pretty much ever, so, yeah, keep safe out there, folks. You do not want this. But I'm mostly in the recovery phase. In fact, yesterday was probably the first day I felt even semi-normal. And even by the end of the day, I was completely wiped out. But today we are going to go try to do a full episode. No excuses. Let's get it done. Yeah, so as I'm kind of flipping around here, you'll notice that a few things have changed over the interim. I did start feeling better during the week, so I thought I'd finally clean things up. And yes, walls. I have walls. Look at all the walls. So many walls. It's uglier than sin. I mean, let's face it. Not architecture, not my big thing here, but everything is pretty much finally enclosed. Let's have a little look here and see what I've done. So yeah, I spend about anywhere from 5 to 8 hours or something like that, just basically getting some windows up. Whoa, getting some lights in. So this is the kind of manufacturing area here. This is where, the stators are being made. The purple is because I am using a summer slip just to get a little bit more out of the machines here. Look at that, it's running out of rod. Now I'm running out of rod. Yeah, so it's been a lot of kind of balancing, kind of doing some fine tuning, getting everything kind of closed up here. What's happening with the iron rod? Looks like the iron rod just needs to faster built. Oh yeah, look at that. What is this? So let's just do some examining. So yeah, this is a week basically of doing a lot of this. Just kind of fine tuning things. Getting some walls up. That includes kind of the mostly of the lower area. It's kind of nighttime here. Where was I? I forgot what I was going. I was kind of increasing the speed here. Yeah, just kind of throwing things in here. I wanted to just, obviously it's been something I've been meaning to do for a while. Just never got around to it. I figured, who the heck wants to watch that all day long? So I basically just off camera decided to get her done and get everything manufactured. I'm just fixing this line up here. Back upstairs here. Close up the hole. Motors are finally running properly. Alright, so you're done with it. Alright, yeah, so rotors being manufactured. I'm using the multiplier here just because I was getting a little stir from on the motor line there. If we kind of run down the old hallway here, just kind of opens up here. So yeah, you can see that's where the screws are. I have done one of these guys here is steel beam recipe just because I needed a lot more screws, a lot more fast. In fact, if you take a look at that, 260 per minute for 5 steel beams compared to 50 per minute for 12 and a half ingots. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit more involved to get steel, but I mean, 5 steel beams. Just a little quick tap into my existing steel line and off they go. Alright, so yeah, I'm producing enough screws, so if we run back here, we look over there. I've got another kind of old blueprint here, my little miner hut, started to use that. This is still the steel manufacturing building over here. So if we run upstairs, at the bottom here, you can see there's space kind of stuff here, some concrete being have to do some more fine tuning. But yeah, that's not for today. Another thing I did add in is I gave myself some actual explosiveness. So if we pop over to this new building here, I am making some iron rebar, but that iron rebar is going somewhere else. so that's all making iron rebar. What's actually happening is that coming upstairs to the explosive rebar and the cluster Noblex. So I have my full explosive. So I feel like I'm finally able to defend myself. You know, yeah, still a massive skill issue. But I more or less can now defend myself. So I've got, you know, the good old homing ammo there. I've got the cluster Noblex. My favorite. If you really want to kind of get an area, you can just boom, and then I love it. Lots of play. And of course, we got the exploding rebar. So yeah, got that all worked out. Got the little inventory wall here of death. And, you know, closed in the caterium. So that's all this is doing, is just still making a quick wire here. Closed up the inventory room. So the warehouse is kind of nicely closed off now. You know, still got room for expansion. Still got my little pass-through corridors here. Ooh, that reminds me. Let's take care of our Lumen settings. So once again, you'll see in the description for the Lumen for this. Gonna go into the console here in the game. So hit the tilde key, got the console. Let's copy up the Lumen line and paste it down in there. So I've just got a little notepad there. So I'll post it down into there. You can find that in the description of today's video. Hit enter there, and what that should do is should fix up the Lumen. You can see big, massive difference now. This again is more closer to the version 0.8 Lumen settings, and it's not quite as harsh. Actually makes the Lumen lights using signs and whatnot as lights a lot easier. What I got here, this is part of the copper sheets and whatnot. And then, of course, we have, I hate them. I will always hate them. I hate everything about them. You know, the 2 crystal oscillators per minute factory over there. All right, so that is what I've been up to. The other thing I've been up to is kind of going through all the, feeding all those hard drives that I acquired through some exploit in the old man here. Let's see, got one more going there. I also did a little bit more running around the map here. I did a little bit more poking around here. Kind of did the big loop going up across the top there, looking for some, grab some more of the hard drives that I came across. So I'm just slowly building in the map. Really should start getting some radar towers in here. So let's actually have a quick look here at where the radar towers are. They should be under my Caterium link here. So power pole. Nope, they are under quartz. There it is, under the old quartz line here. You know what? I'm gonna set this up. Let's start getting some radar towers going up here, just so I don't have to kind of, you know, blindly wander around. Oh, where'd he go? Yeah, the pen. No matter what I do with the pen, that little bugger keeps getting away. Bob has once more slipped away. He's a clever little bugger. Give him any kind of way to get out. Well, we'll see where he turns up. He's around here somewhere. We have a poke down here. Poke down here. You can see just getting some light panels in here. I do have a blueprint that I made for it, so you know, just pop in a light panel. So it's all ready to go with settings and stuff like that. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. Can get some lights dropped in there. Bob. Where'd you go, Bob? Anyway, let's get some parts built up. Now, of course, 2 of those parts on the to-do list there is kind of what the next phase I need to take care of. I really need to get my heavy frames and my computers working. So that is kind of the next big expansion. That's one of the things why I wanted to kind of get everything closed up here. Because I do want to I want to get the rest of that stuff done. Because I am tired of looking at the Phase 3 complete list where I've got to get those 50 modular whatevers and those 100 adaptive whatevers fed up the elevator. Because, you know, you need to get the aluminum. Want to get, don't need to, I mean, nothing about this is about a need, but I like to get to the aluminum, and if need be, the nuclear power. So yeah, I'm not really looking to build massive factories. I am looking to build just enough factory to feed the machine here, and it's been a long time since I've fed that machine, and it's well past time. So I do need to set up the manufacturing. In fact, if we have a look here, you can see kind of what the plan is. So let's just flip over to our plan here. So I need to get the circuit boards going, 2.5 per minute. That's one manufacturer, or sorry, computers. The circuit boards, I need to get I want to have 5 circuit boards being fed into the inventory system. Got to get my high-speed connectors going. Got to get the AI limiters. So a lot of heavy all the kind of main electronic stuff I need to start setting up, and I need to get my heavy modular frames so that I can start moving on from there. Now, one of the big problems with that, of course, if you can see, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot involved. You know, it's going to be, you know, quartz and copper and deuterium and limestone and coal and iron, which is not a problem. I've got all of that red, you know, just kind of basically lying around here. The quartz line here is can easily support whatever I want to do in there. The deuterium, I can definitely increase the amount of deuterium that I'm making here. In fact, I'm almost making enough quick wire as is, and it probably wouldn't be too difficult to upgrade. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but when I pop my head into the quick wire factory there, a lot of them are just kind of sitting around here. There's the quick wire. So it's only 4.125. I'm pretty sure I can feed that into there. And if not, you know, again, I've got more than enough power crystals. Where are they? I just hit sort and I lost them. So I got 31 power crystals there. I've also got, and if we pop over here, each of these guys here is holding a bunch of power crystals. So you can see there's 20, that's 31, 85 power crystals sitting in this one here. So I've got lots of power crystals. So that's not going to be an issue. In fact, you know what? I'm carrying some some of these guys here. Let's, yeah, I finally kind of found where all the purple slugs were hiding. In fact, I've been finding more purple slugs. Well, okay, no. I've been collecting more purple slugs than blue slugs lately. So yeah, all of these guys should now be manufactured. Don't really have them dumping into a central one here. Just really haven't found a kind of a, you know, what do I want to do with that? So I'm just going to let them kind of sit in the construction for a little while. I know where they are, so I can easily claim them. Yeah, so, whoops. You know, I keep realizing and I keep thinking about it, and every time I do it, I always forget about it, is to switch back to the game. So yeah, in the power slot, wasn't that a lovely descriptive thing with like being old-time radio? Yeah, buy a spark plug. Save your spark plug to make your car go great. Yeah, so you can see I've got like power crystals coming out of my yin-yang here. So yeah, lots and lots of power crystals to operate with. Sorry, I'm going to do it again. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff going in there. It is going to be a bit of a, you know, it's going to be somewhat of the factory, but I, you know, bringing in kind of my old pre-made or modular kind of factory floors and stuff like that will make that easy, so I can just start setting up the machines here. It is a lot of items that need to be thing. The big thing is it's going to need a pretty good chunk of power, 450 megawatts. And if we actually check what our current power is doing, let me again make sure I'm on the correct screen here. Let's just have a quick look here. I'm already actually overdrawn at the old power bank there. So things are getting a little bit, almost shutting down time. So that is actually what today's plan is. I'm gonna just unlock. Be cut out. So I'm gonna unlock the good old radar towers here just so I can start getting them done and you know, getting power lines and getting some coverage over the world as it is. But yeah, I need to get the power up. That is what today's focus is going to be on, is getting power working. All right, so let's just start cranking some of these guys out here. We'll just stare at the screen. Yeah, it's still dying a lot when I go on my explorations, but I am managing to collect a bit of the goo. Let's kind of clean up my inventory here while I'm waiting. I don't need to be carrying a bunch of ingots around. Yeah, I even found some turbo motors somewhere out there, which was rather nice. So I actually have some cooling units in the map, which I can't look at right now. One of the hard drives that I came across was looking for cooling units, so I can go back there. Put the turbo fuel on carrying around, just kind of an emergency. Yeah, picked it up off of one of the wrecks there. Yeah, so the plan is to bring some major power in. I will begin using my good old blueprint that I have set up for power. It works just well. It's simple enough to set up. So that's what I'm going to be getting done today. You can see here I've got some other stuff now feeding into the quantum realm, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so let's go fill up that. So I need, let's see here. Let's get that's the to-do list. Where the computers go, they were down here. Let's add that to the to-do list. Alright, so I've got 15 heavy modular frames. What do I need in total? 50, so I need to make 45 of those. So let's edit up the to-do list here. So heavy modular frames, that should be 35 of these. Here we go. 35, well, yeah, let's just set it to there, make sure we have enough. Computers, I've got 33 out of 50, so that means I need 17. So we'll just set this up for 20 here, or 21. All right, let's go grab the stuff. So we're gonna need some modular frames. Need the modular frames. Throw those back. Go up that list. Okay, got the modular frames. Gonna need a crap ton of screws and some plastic. Grab a couple of stacks of plastic. Grab a bit of cabling. Grab as many screws as I can shove into my little pockets there. Probably not quite gonna have enough space. Nope, doesn't look like, but we can unload a few things here, so we'll just run over to the critter depository. We'll drop that stuff off. There we go. And now we can grab a couple more stacks of screws. Still not going to be enough, but it will get me closer. Steel pipe gauntlet, you can see, is also... so yeah, I've got a few things now being fed into the dimensional depot here, including my packaged liquid fuel, biofuel. Very handy when you're nothing worse than being on the other side of the map and running out of fuel and you have to try and shove leaves into the thing and get some distance. Nope, I could just now download it from here. Concrete, of course, is still in there. Iron rod, steel pipe, encased beams, steel beams, and silica. So as I kind of realize, these are high value items, I'll feed them in. Things like screws and whatnot, not necessarily something that I need to put in the Dimension Depot just because they don't really run out. Let's see what we got here in the list here. Yeah, so I haven't really been getting great recipes in the last little bit, mostly again because I'm kind of hiding stuck behind tiers and whatnot. Pardon me if there are any kind of gross sounds I might be making with my body here. So I've kind of been just grinding through these guys. Some of them things like pure iron ingot. 65 per minute gives me a little bit more. I mean, that's not bad, actually. You know, requires water, requires a refinery. I'm not a big fan of the refinery. I find them overly large. This is actually not a, this is a pretty good one, actually, looking at this here. For just the mere price of a little bit of concrete, pretty much could double my steel pipe construction. So you know what? That's the one I'm gonna get. All right, so that's it. That's the last of my hard drives, at least for now, until I can get until I come across a few more. But for now, let's just finish getting these things made. So we'll start off with the computers here and grind those out. Sorry, I had to make some more gross noises. No one wants to listen to me blow my nose. Alright, so let's get these done. Oh my god, it's so slow. And yeah, that's why I need to get that next set of construction. So basically I have a part 1, part 2 kind of thing to get the up to the phase 3. Okay, let's talk it through. Let's say break it down to 3 parts. First thing I'm going to be doing, part 1, get the power. Make sure I have the power. Right now, the only reason everything is still running is because a lot of the stuff is full up. So a lot of the iron is full up. So not all of the machines are running once they're, you know, once things are full. They just turn themselves off. So that's kind of giving me that little bit of wiggle room that I could work with. So yeah, I got to get the power up. Then it's going to get the new phase of manufacturing up. So if we can pop over to the calculator here while that is grinding away in the background. So yeah, getting my computer circuit boards, high-speed connectors, heavy modular frames, AI limiters. That's going to be part 2. You know, so it's going to be a bunch of constructors, a bunch of smelters, just a couple of refineries, some assemblers. I got to need the foundry. So I mean, all the machines, just not necessarily a lot of them. Mostly it's going to be constructors. Again, I've got all the iron that I'm going to need. So if you look at the items here, I'm going to need a bunch of the Caterium ore. Easily got that. I think I'm not even doing. I think my Caterium mine might even still be a Mark 1 miner. I actually haven't looked at it because I haven't had the need to. Not a lot of coal. Coal line is actually up and running again. Whoop! It's popped back into the old main panel here. Computers are done. Let's get the heavy modular frames rocking and rolling now. As many as we can get those done. We'll get that done. All right. Yeah. So Caterium ore, copper ore, crude oil. Not a big deal. I'm probably already making enough the plastic or rubber, whatever it needs. For that iron ore, I've still got 2 pure nodes I haven't touched. I've got 2 limestone, I think they're normals, lying around easily. Nothing to top into the quartz line there. Concrete, yeah. So you can see not a lot of stuff. It's just, you know, it's a lot of numbers, but not a lot of big numbers. Easy enough to crank these guys out. To get the system set up here. So again, just kind of looking through here. So we'll just start knocking those out. So again, you can see the buildings. So the main thing is, again, it's, you know, a lot of kind of construction lines and stuff like that. But one of the things about using my blueprint is that it's designed to handle this kind of stuff here. So that is what I will be doing. All right. How many more heavy modular frames do I need? I need 6 more. So it looks like I just need to grab some more steel pipe and some more screws. We might as well just take the steel pipe straight from the horse's mouth. So grab a couple of stacks of steel pipe. Grab some more screws here. And that should do it. So now nose in here. Yeah, ADHD moment. Let's drop off my Mercer shears. Pardon me, had to do a little bit of a cough here. Yeah, something's still sitting in my chest. I really haven't been able to draw a full breath yet for a while. Yes, welcome to Roland's medical report. So yeah, I'm still me. I thought yesterday morning I was like, ooh, I'm 90% recovered.
Yeah, more like 80% recovered. By the end of the day, I was just so freaking white because I started finally doing some normal activities and whatnot. It did not go well. So yeah, still kind of struggling with that. We're gonna try and go full session today. You know, at least get a couple hours into the session, get at least one kind of bank or power bank set up. I'll show you what I mean when I say that. All right, what we were doing, we were gonna go over here and do some quick research here into the quartz line. There we go, and start research. Pardon me again. And radar tower is unlocked.
Radar tower unlocked. The tower reveals resource nodes and other useful information on the map in a set radius from its location.
Alright, so let's queue up a couple of those. Damn it. Oh well, back to the old grindy here. Alright, so heavy modular frames. I need 35 more of those, so we'll get that set up. And computers, I'm going to need another 12, so we'll add that to the list here. Computer! There's my computer. There we go, we add that to the old list there. Let's edit the to-do list. So computers, I'm going to need at least another 12. I want to keep a few on hand just in case, so let's go 20. Nasty head modular frames. How many did I need? 35, so we'll set up for like 40 here. There we go. Alright, let's grab... Alright, so let's just grab the screws here. That is going to be the priority. Of course, I'm going to have to double check, make sure that the screws are getting refilled here. We'll come back next time. We'll should see what's going on there. Modular frames. That's going to be 4 stacks of this. Nothing's easy. Alright, let's get what I can get built, then we'll have to kind of deal with whatever else. Circuit boards again, I've got actually one of the nice things is I did manage to kind of find all these sweet circuit board recipes. Heavy modular frames, let's get that manufacturing. There are some pretty good recipes out there. There's silica, there's deuterium, that actually do kind of make circuit boards pretty easy to get any kind of volume. So that's not too bad. So yeah, like I say, out of, I think I unlocked 15 or 16 hard drives. I'd have to say about a 50-50 to usable recipes, to the useless recipes. Useless recipes, things like crystal computers, useless recipe. Crystal computers require crystal oscillators, so not really increasing your numbers, and you're really increasing the complexity of the manufacturing of it. All right, how many do I fall short of? A lot. It is refilling my system slowly, so let's just grab some steel pipe from here. Oh yeah, so there's only 12 in this system, yeah. So yeah, that's the one thing with the dimensional depots. I'm currently, still got some more expansion doing that. They're still uploading quite slowly here. The encased beams are getting full up again, but I am going to have to manually grab some of those. Cable is down here. Let's grab that cable. We can just duck through the room here. And start that going again. Okay, yeah. So yeah, lots of stuff to kind of get done. It's kind of getting into the big stuff here. And like I say, I want to get this cleaned up. I'm tired of looking at these values here. You know, I've had these for how long now that they were, you know, kind of a bleed over from the last one. So this, actually, here's the thing. The other reason is this is where kind of old knowledge and planning runs out, because it used to be basically you finish at phase 4. Phase 5 was just to get your golden mug, but I think there's something now beyond the phase 5 in there, kind of heading towards the end game, and they've kind of rejiggered what gets unlocked at each of these levels there. Okay, it looks like I've got all my heavy modular frames. Let's get as many of the computers made as I can, which apparently is not many. So I'm going to have to make a bunch of circuit boards here. I'm going to get all 3 of my computers. Alright, let's get the computers. Or sorry, I should say the circuit boards. So yeah, the nice thing about the circuit boards here, if we look in the codex here, I've got, you know, some good decent recipes here. I thought I actually unlocked some more. Got a couple more I want to maybe poke into. But this is, I think this is one of my favorite ones, if I recall correctly, is because it is just silica. It is just copper sheet. Both of these things are pretty available, and you're getting some decent ones per minute there. So yeah, I want to, you know, I've got those recipes unlocked, but for now we can just unlock these guys here, and we'll let that run through. So today's plan is just to concentrate on the power. Once I get the power plants up, that will give me quite a bit of power. The blueprint system I have, it's based on, I think it's about 300 crew. I've got the Mark II pipes unlocked somewhere along the line, so I can go up to 600. But that 300, I'm pretty sure by the time I'm done, will give me any. It's been a while since I've done it, so forgive me if I get the wrong numbers. Should give me 100 power plants, fuel generators, which, yeah, that should take care of the majority of my power needs for a while. All right, we're just going to let this keep grinding through here. We're going to need definitely a lot more plastic. What I might do is also get my plastic to upload into the Dimensional Depot. It really is just a height of excitement watching this thing grind away, isn't it? Got the circuit boards now. Stop that nonsense. Let's grab a little bit more plastic. Which, like I say, I think I'll set up a Dimensional Depot for. So we'll grab some plastic here. There we go. I still want to go into the basement and kind of fix up how the inventory system is depositing into things. I don't think it's the most efficient it can be. It's hard to really get any kind of efficiency out of it when you're only... Whoa, wrong recipe, sorry. Let me change this up here in the computers. There we go. Until you get some, you know, proper belt speed. 480 is great for most factories. It's still not great for kind of the way I do my inventory. And I just didn't have the energy throughout the week. It's one of the things I actually wanted to take care of during the week, kind of off camera, so to speak. Problem is, every time I look at the freaking rat's nest, I realize, I don't want to. But I am going to have to take care of that at some point in time, just to make sure that things are getting properly reloaded. All right, just a little bit more. This is a very kind of expensive thing to do in the inventory. Hopefully everything will get reloaded in there. All right, so I've now got enough. So I'm going to take these out of the list here. Actually, we'll just clear the list completely and go from there. Okay, so let's get a radar tower in here quickly. Where's the best place to put it? see what happens if I drop it here. Yeah, see, that's not a bad amount of, it doesn't take up a lot of space here. Well, kind of the best. I want to keep it around here somewhere. Now, do I want it in the courtyard here? Where's the power outlet? There's the power tap right there. So we'll rotate it. There we go. So on the other side of that little plate there, that's the ladder that goes up there. So do I want to have it here? No, that feels like it's going to be in the way. Put it over there. Part of me, my throat still is not fully recovered. Yeah, I think I'll set it back here. Put it back here. That away. Hologram here. Let's get it, make sure it's properly centered. There, there. That's good. All right, there goes our first radar tower. Like I saw. Now, where is the power lines? The power line is right here. No, I don't want to put it. Grab a power pole. Let's put a power pole right there. Get rid of that line there for a quick second. What I want to do here is grab a street light. Really should make a proper blueprint street light setup here. Pop that towards the back there. Yeah. Alright, and connect that to there. Connect that to there. And now we just got to figure out where I'm supposed to power. Which is probably right here. Alright, so it's going to line up right there. So we'll go grab ourselves our Insa power. Like a it lines up right there. We can pop into that, and then we can just go picky, 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 picky. There we go. One radar tower. And yeah, so copper ore, iron unclaimed, deuterium claimed. That's nice that it shows you exactly what resources we have. So yeah, I've got the normal over there, so I got limestone there. These guys are really not at full capacity yet, so we can build them up. I'm thinking of putting the new, I still haven't decided whether I'm going to build the new factory over, these dismantled crates. Thought I hit you off my map. I'm just at the point of, if I see them, I'll claim them, otherwise I don't really care. I don't want them on my map, I don't want them in my way. So yeah, I'm thinking whether or not I'm going to build kind of over in this direction here, where there's an untapped limestone node, or if I'm going to head kind of towards the lake here. It's not like I need more water or anything like that. So yeah, that's one of the decisions I haven't made. So that's, either going off, basically taking out the blueprint printer here, and either building up in this direction here. It'll be somewhat elevated. I'll just to avoid the terrain and whatnot. Or if I'm going to build it over and kind of fill in that space. I am leaning towards that space. I do have to be worried, a little bit concerned about flying Manta Boy there. But again, I think if I just bring it up a little bit, because that's where the iron nodes are kind of hiding underneath there. I'm thinking that's where I'm going to build things. All right. Yeah, what else do I want to quickly show you before we run away? Let's actually have a quick look and see how I'm setting up the dimensional depots here. And we'll just find ourselves a way into the attic here. right, so yeah, you can see this is basically how I'm doing the dimensional depots here. When I first set up the inventories here, obviously I only had the smaller cargo containers, but I've been slowly replacing them. So I put in a large cargo container, which gives me that extra output, and then just put the dimensional depot on top. Yes, I did move it. That dimensional depot used to sit on top of there and just kind of wrapped around, but I figured, what the hell, I might as well just stack them on top of the roofs there, so you can see which ones I have. So if I wanted to do now the rubber or plastic, which was right here. So there you go, that's the plastic. So if I grab myself a dimensional depot here, so if we go into our organization, dimensional depot, let's add one of those. So not really much to make. I just need some SAM fluctuators, some wire. Yeah, I also unlocked the kind of custom materials or custom finishes here in the old customizer. So if we look here, you can see that we got the unpainted and the chrome finish. So I've almost got most of the stuff I need out of the awesome shop now. So everything unlocked there. But yeah, let's go grab a Mercer Sphere, which I seem to have plenty of. Hold the button. There we go. I only want one of you guys. Grab you. And I'll just need some frames. Not finding a lot of summer sloops, but, you know, found a few of them. But yeah, Mercer Spheres are kind of scattered all over the place. So I can grab those so you can see that slowly reloading. Not the screws doing. Screws are not reloading at all. I'll have to look into why on that. But in the meantime here, let's get that dimensional depot set up. Probably should have a proper access to the kind of attic here. But, you know, I can get into it like that. That's not a big deal. So again, where was the plastic? There's the plastic. So we grab our dimensional depot. It perfectly aligns. Look at that. It's like it's meant to be there. Grab ourselves a lift. And away we go. So now we can see we are now uploading plastic. Yeah, I'm even starting to get the rest of the concrete back into the system there. Yeah, and you can see that pretty much everything is, you know, finally caught up. Like the steel pipe caught up pretty quickly. Case beams caught up really quickly. The steel beams caught up real quickly. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty good system. It actually works pretty good. Look at that. Even got lined up ladders. Isn't that lovely? All right, let's get out of the attic here. And let's start thinking about our power systems. All right, so in the old blueprints, like I say, what we're going to be doing here is I got the fuel generators. So in the way I've got it set up is I've got a stage 1, which can either generate, as you can see here over on the side here, 120 heavy oil residue per minute. It is going to give me 60 polymer resins, and each one of these stages requires 90 crude. That then feeds into one of these here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's try that again. So we go to fuel stage 2 here. So it needs a heavy oil stew. It needs 2 of those to one of these buildings here. Of course, got to have the packaged water, which is all kind of being supplied into there. So that's going to do by packaging. And then it goes all into the fuel stage. Finally comes out as gasoline. Just kind of looking at the costs here, make sure I should be okay. I might want to do another dimensional depot for the rubber. Quartz crystal I don't need to worry about. Cable, it would be good to have the... Yeah, so let's do a couple more dimensional depots, one for the rubber, one for cable, because I do find myself I've run out of cable quite often here. Motors, that's pretty much fine. I'm going to need a lot of these. Like I said, these are going to be a lot of those going in there. So let's just start working on that. Anyway, what I was actually saying is I have a choice here on these. I can either start outputting rubber So I can output 60 rubber with 60 heavy oil residues. Or it requires, this one happens to require 6 power crystals, but it will give me 120, but only 60 oil residues. I'm going to go with this one here just to maximize my heavy oil residue. Really wish I'd made a note of how much input of the oil residue I need. I'll have to put one down and see what it is. But it requires 2 of these buildings. I think it's a 1 to 2 relationship here between these. But yeah, we'll figure it out. It's all very modular, very easy to set up. I'm really quite proud of them. And that's why I want to use them. I kind of nailed it. And of course, that is just the outside wall for everything. All right. So 2 more dimensional depots. Let's get that quickly set up here. That just means I need a couple of more Mercer spheres, which are right here. So let's do the old stack split there. That's just hold down the right mouse button here so you get this menu. Grab 2 more Mercer spheres, and let's get those set up. So the first one is going to be... Alright, so the first one was going to be into the rubber. So that's right there. So we'll grab that. And get it. And there that goes. Cable is going to be a little bit more because it is just the small building here. Where's the cable? There's the cable here. So what I'm going to have to do is drop a temporary container down there. Empty out my inventory, so we'll just store all there. Look at that, it actually all went in this time. And we can absorb that. Grab an industrial container. Get you all lined up here. Come back by 1. Yeah, that should. Now it's going to reconnect this belt. Doesn't matter because I already know what's on that belt. That's perfectly acceptable. Alright, let's back up the stairs here. Fuel I have in the old jetpack. Alright, so there it is. We can throw all this cable back in. Now grab this guy here. That's now full of my inventory, and we can pop that up there. And then finally there. Alright. So that should now be giving gives me access to the backside. That wasn't that complicated, now was it? There we go. So now I have... Thank you. So now I have actual access to the back area here where I don't have to kind of crawl through a rafter. In fact, maybe what I'll do here is grab a set of stairs. There we go. Look at me, I actually left public organization. Alright, and off goes my cable. Yeah, I am really, really fond of these dimensional depots here. They are quite lovely for getting things done. Alright, that is that. I think that should be everything I need. Map and oh, see, look at that, I can actually see what is around me now. So what we're gonna do here with that second tower is I'm gonna actually drop it over kind of in the area here, just so it starts covering more of this territory. And let's actually get over there. Okay, so let's get back over to the oil fields. As soon as I figure out where I am. Yeah, one thing about having walls up is it's easier to get lost in your own factory. So we'll kind of pop through this room. Hey, look, there it is. Yeah, back into the old hypertube. Minor kind of little tweaks and fixes there on the hypertube system. But off we go, just so it had kind of more airflow in there. I have gone through the line here. I found myself getting just a little bit too much speed here, so I've kind of taken out a few of the accelerators. Yeah, pretty quick and easy to get from point A to point B. Got a little man there that I just set up for some research. Hey, thanks, lights, for kind of finally kicking in here. All right, so I do want to get a radar tower in. We'll put it right there, got some copper there, and of course got copper and stuff over there. Awesome. All right. All right, so let's start thinking about the power plant system here. And where I'm thinking of doing it is going to be, stick the landing, there we go, is stretching off down to that away. So like I said, I do need some water for the system. Oil wells and oil lines are all kind of right here. I think I got more than enough oil I can pop off of this guy here. Like just a single oil well here. He's doing 300 per minute. They have a lot overhead on that one. Let's check the map here, see where we have our oil. So yeah, I mean, I've got a crude line that I haven't even touched right there. Crude oil that I haven't even touched over that way. Scan. Right there. Perfect. Look at that. Got a cruise line right here. Okay, so let's get oil well. Drop it right on there. And a little bit in the way of something. That's all right. I can live with that. Let's see. We line it up with the track a little nicer. So if we kind of rotate you a little bit, so you're like that. Is that better? Does that look nicer? Get closer to what I want. We'll leave that. Okay, there we go. That's fine. It's all fine. Really. Really, it's all fine. All right, so that gives me enough crude that I can start working with here. Just need to bring a power line over. Pull the power line from. I got a power pole right here. Right there. Kind of. Maybe. Yeah, I haven't got any power switches or any power management on the system yet at all. I haven't even blocked the power switches. So in case of emergency, oops. Put a power pole right here. And power pole. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, so that should have you powered up. Yep, and that is falling. Excellent. Up 123 per minute. All right, so the next thing I want to do is now start getting those buildings into place. So again, I'll just grab a quick foundation. Now, what I'm going to start off by, for height-wise, by dropping in some foundation. Set up. Kind of figure out what height water. Just turn the sink on. Okay, so I'm going to kind of start extending off in that way. So what I'm going to do is kind of get the fuel production built up in here, and then I'll have the kind of power plants kind of stretching off to the other bank like that. But like I said, I do want to make sure I have enough height for everything. So I'm going to grab some foundations here. I don't remember how many water structures. Mostly what I want to do is I need to figure out how high off the surface I can go. So if I grab a water extractor here. Not quite deep enough here, so we'll have to redo some of this here. In fact, let's grab all of these guys here. So what I'm going to do, because I do have to go a little bit lower, is we'll have a pier. There's like a little magic distance where you can use the foundations to line up your extractors. Without them saying that they're not on top of the surface. Find that depth here, so let's try that. And survey says
Sons of guns. Sons of guns. Work with me, buddy. It feels like it's snapping into place. Do a little bit of manual kind of looking here. It doesn't have to necessarily be permanent, but alright, so that gives me a height. So now if I grab a wall segment, that's not too much that, but segment, just so I can figure out how high yeah, that should be tall enough. Grab a 1 meter foundation. Scooch out of the way. There we go. Yeah, it should be. All right. So that is the factory height. So we're going to build out some foundations here. I'll worry about kind of the supports and whatnot afterward. But I do need to have some flooring that I can drop everything on. Start getting okay. That gives me a bit of a flooring up here. Want to avoid a bunch of this stuff. I need enough room that I can stretch out basically 6 quote-unquote buildings. Here with train tracks. Kind of nice that it's pretty easy for me to get to that height. So that's I think that should be a little weird here. Just like wily color for gravity to kick in. Should be okay. So everything's built on a 4x4 foundational kind of base here, because of course that is the footprint of blueprinter here. So now we can actually bring in our first of our fuel stages. So I am going to use just the polymer resin. I don't know how much rubber and plastic. I am going to need some rubber and plastic for, pardon me, for the kind of the manufacturing, the computers and whatnot. But, you know, it's not really that big of a deal. I want the heavy oil residue because I want to maximize my power. So what am I missing? I'm missing motors. All right, so I'm going to need, let's say, one of those, 2 of these, and 1 of these, I believe. So that gives me a bit of a list that I need to do. Again, you know, I don't really mind that I'm not carrying pockets. Normally at this stage of the game, I would have basically a train that I would have kind of loaded up with all the basic materials and whatnot. But between the dimensional depots and kind of having the hypertube being able to extend you and kick you and you movity groovity, and I'm not that far from the base. I'm not going to worry about the big rigmarole of setting up an inventory tree. The benefit cost really balance isn't there anymore. If it wasn't for the dimensional depot, absolutely, but you can see that the concrete is just already filling up. I have absolutely no concrete on me. It's keeping my inventory nice and slow, so that's really kind of working out in my favor. In fact, can I even expand the speed? I mean, I do have a lot of stuff kind of being uploaded now. So if we look in our alien technology line here, not really worried about power augmenter. Again, the nice thing about the blueprints is that it doesn't really. What was that? That was the production amplifier. Yeah, I don't really worry about power overly much. I'm not really worried about my upload. That's an expensive one here. Stack increase by 1. The uploader is the one. Really is a very rapid. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, screw it. Damn. Easier just to go grab the stuff that I need. Anyway, so let's see. We need steel beams I can pull. They're slowly filling up, but you know what? I'll just go over here and grab a stack or 2. Quartz crystals are not being uploaded. I'm never going to worry about uploading them. There we go. Wire. Again, I'm not going to be overly worried about uploading because, you know, the stacks are 500 here. It's not often I run out of wire. Motors. Okay, so that's got all that. I am going to see what's going on with my screws. That's a bit concerning. Why screws? Hey, Bob! There you are, buddy! Oh, you got some plastic for me? You okay down? Yeah, you're fine. Alright, what's going on with the screws? Why are the screws not loading into the system? There are screws here. Definitely dropping in. Are you getting sent somewhere else? Okay. Unnecessary panic avoided. Panic. Yeah, they are feeding back in. Okay. Just kind of getting there. Like I said, that whole system, that just about dog's work. That needs to be severely corrected. All right, let's get back to the building site. I'm really, really happy with this hypertube system here. It just makes it so much easier to kind of get around the world. Because again, the longer I'm in the tube, the faster I'm going. Oh, look, I accidentally completed a foundation. Here. We're doing it. But there you go. Maybe I should put a door over here. Just while I'm here. So I can get out to subfuel. Alright. So much depth of I think. Extend this bunch of distance over this way. Yeah, the funny thing is, some of my wanderings, I just found Sam Moore lying straight on the ground. That's got a big cave system like that. You know what? Purple goo. Everybody's doing their thing. Alright. Make sure I've got kind of room to move around everything. This is basically, in fact, actually, what am I doing? Let's do this. Let's see if we can so these are going to be kind of the walkways around the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So that is going to be where the first corner of the new fuel stage goes. Okay, so what I have to do is get you. You should be facing that way. This is the old H for hologram hold. Boop you over. That should get you lined up nicely here. Just like that. Bada boom. Bada bing. Alright, and now we look at program, not, but we can easily do that, so that's 40. Alternate one, well, there we go. Might have to set the blueprint and figure out why that is not for it. I might just save it before I program it in, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Alright, so that is now cranking out 100 and it will be cranking out all I need to do. In fact, they're all wired up. I just need to attach power there, which I can bring in from. I don't know if I want to just come off of one of these guys here, or do I want to be a little bit more kind of structured about it? I never did bring power towers stretching this way, did I? I think it might look nicer to have some power towers coming in here, but anyway, purple. Okay, so that's stage 1.
The next one we need is now our stage 2, which once I hit the blueprint snapping mode here, hit the old H and make sure everybody's lined up just like that. You can see how they just kind of nicely snuggle in. A nice snuggle. Look at you looking all pretty. Right around the front there, we go with one of those. And there we go. So what this is now going to give me, so again, these are giving me the heavy oil residue. I can only squeeze in 2 at a time here. But this is going to heavy oil residue. I got to bring packaged water in, so I will have to set up my own. It's not part of the system, packaged water, which will give me my packaged fuel. So 60 per minute. So that's 30. So I need 2 of these buildings to heat or be supplied by the 100 there. All right. It's been a while since I used this setup, but you know, it's all coming back to me. I am going to have to do some obviously belt connections and stuff like that. They're going in there. I'll set up a stake to dispose for now of the polymer residue. But for now, we can snap another one right there. All right, so that is now going to be the 120 packaged fuel. That was weird. Packaged fuel. So we'll just have to kind of push some belts and stuff through. We'll have to connect everything up. That is going to provide me with 240 packaged fuel coming out of that line. And then I should be able to grab stage 3. Make sure you're rotated around the correct way. And just have to move back. There we go. And yeah, it all flows left to right there. Here is that the packaged fuel gets empty. Fuel goes off that away. As you can see again, that's going to give me 120 fuel per minute there. If we go more up towards the top here, you can see that's the packager. We got another height of packager. Okay, yeah, that's where my packaged water. So I do have the water being packaged here. So 120. Water, 120 water. Water, or 60, so that's 180 watt again. So that's where the water is. Okay, so that's the buildings. Now we just have to start plumbing things up. Like I say, this is going to be a little bit more kind of interesting here. It has been a while since I've done it. So this is going to need 30, 120 crude, 90? How many have I got? I've got 3 of these. Yeah, so 190 crude, or 90 crude is what I need to bring in, which is even what I put in the list here. Yep, so 90 crude, yep, that's what I'm going to need. Of course, the crude is somewhere down there. I left it right over there. So lots of crude for that. So that needs to go into this line here. Let's grab a exterior wall. So yeah, just got to get some pipe coming into here. So let's grab some pipage. We'll extend the foundation. Clear some terrain here. There. Here. And here. As they say, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole. No more plants. And again, we usually get it done. Things up. Alright, so grab mark 2 pipes. Mark 2 pipe. Here. Lift you up a little bit. Get up easy. Theoretically should be. That's actually how I want it. So we'll run this down to here. Next up the pipe. Next up the pipe. I want to force that vertical a little bit more. So we're going to pull that okay. And scoot you along a little bit like that. Alright, so pipe is filling. I will need a lift. And just because they're cleaner, I'm going to use the Mark II. Just because it is a design. And then I can grab the power tower from here. Power pole. All right. Okay, so that'll start getting the power coming up there. Let's do something. Do something. Anything, man. Do something. Okay, so power's gonna come out of here. Gonna have power running down there. I think just for the time being. there's one problem with this. Alright, so this upper floor here should be dumping out packaged water. So I got to bring 180 water to this floor here. So it goes that away. I also need a bunch of empty container canisters. Mostly private. This is all self-enclosed. Once I get the necessary number of canisters, I will not have to add any canisters, so I'll need to set up kind of a temporary canister system. But right now, so this will be dumping out packaged water. This needs to go that way. Packaged water. Here. Goes to here. Goes to here. And then goes in here. Packaged water flows down this way. That. There we go. That's where the packaged water goes in. So what I need to do is grab this belt and connect it to there. So packaged water will come in through here. Heavy oil residue will then flow from out here. Or the correct. Oh yeah, no, that's still an input here, so we need to connect this pipe here. Grab a belt. That's input. Yeah, so heavy oil residue goes in here. Packaged water goes in through there. Excellent. Okay. And then of course, this is the dumping out the packaged fuel, so these guys need to be reconnected. Again, we'll just put this across there. So my packaged fuel flows in this direction here, and then connects to the unpackagers here. There. Package fuel will come in here, and it'll start dumping things like canisters and fuel. That will come in here. I'll put this over here. You can see that this is like the end there. So that's what it's all in. And my fuel lines flow to right there. So that's where. All right. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So let's get some water into this building here. So again, our packaged fuel, or packaged water I should say, is upstairs here. Can I switch along? Alright, so water needs to come up in here somewhere. The nice thing about water is that it can flow in any direction here. We can also start connecting up some power lines. So we have power coming into there, which we can. Yes, I believe in the Empire's philosophy of safety railings, minimal. So we can bring power there. Look at you come to life. Filling up with all that lovely heavy oil residue. Alrighty. So okay, so heavy oil residue is loading in here. Oh yeah, that's existing documents. What do I need you for? I don't. All you need is you. You connect to there. Same thing. Perfect. You. It's outside too, to be honest. Alright. And the memories kept cutting back into my head. That's actually the way it's actually supposed to go. See there? We got all the lovely little power taps. Go boom, da boom, da boom. Go da boom, da boom, da boom, da boom, boom. Makes them think I can walk on. And go da boom, da boom, da boom to the boom, da boom. There we go. go. Everybody got power? Everybody happy? Yeah, everyone's got power. Look at that. Almost like there was some sort of land back in the rain back in the day. Okay, so everybody getting their heavy oil residue. Everyone's getting their heavy oil residue. I need to start feeding some water into here. Alright, so each of these needs 66 tons or 240 water. Need some water. Water. Where do I want to bring up my water? I don't really have anything set in stone, so I can pretty much bring the water up anywhere that I want. And that is the question. Where do I want to bring up the water? Do I want to just kind of maybe drop the water line straight down there? You have to keep in mind I got to pass through other stuff. And so what I'm thinking here is just going to put a right through there. Yeah, sure, why not? Grab a pipeline wall hole. Make sure we're at the right height. Sure. Like that. So my water can come up there. All right. Let's go and get some water flowing. Okay, so now that I have right here, you're gonna come up through, let's say, right here. Alright, so now that I know where I actually need my water to go, which is way the heck over there, I'll get rid of this. Just actually undo all of this. I already figured out what kind of heights and stuff. I'm still not super happy. Still stay clear. Dirty here, World Bridge. Okay, that's fine. So it is going to have to be at that height, so I'm take it as it is. Okay, so what did I say? 240. How much water does each of these guys put out again? I think 120 each. So I can get a read on it. Yeah, so 2 water extractors. Should do me just fine. We'll get kind of a length.
yeah, like 50 years ago, Gilligan's Island did a musical. You know what? Shakespeare.
Be not a lender, nor borrower. Do not forget. Stay not forget. And it has never left my brain. I haven't watched it in probably 40 years. It's never left my brain. I'm wondering how many of the, here's a survey, how many of my generation, us Gen X's, have that same bloody thing stuck in your brain as much as I do. Leave a comment. Alright, just kind of throwing all this stuff in here. And that's where I wanted these to go. Please, why will you not? Just do it. Do it. Okay, one more foundation. Point time. But, you know, gotta work with what you got. You just need to get the one nice one lined up. That's what I think. It actually seems to be. No, that's okay. So it is working. That's fine. Okay. So we're okay. We're all fine here, folks. You can't be nudged. Why can you not be nudged? I hate that people can't be nudged. Place. misaligned. Oh, no. There is against me. It shall not stand. No. No, no, no. Not at all. Alright. Okay. So, that's where you're going to need to line up. At least, Rings and lining is very important. So now I grab you. See there. That has got you. Yes, much better. Much better. And we can go up like this. Straight enough. Thank you. Alright, grab the... What am I grabbing? I'm grabbing one of these. No, I'm grabbing logistics. Because I want one of those. Tell me what you want. Like you really, really want? I want. Like what, don't you? I mean, I don't want any YouTube copyrights. Line you up. What are you lining up? Get into line, children. And then we go like that, we go like that, we go like that. Alright. That should flow water to right about there. But that is fine. Grab some power there. So yeah, it wasn't far off. Just enough to be irritating. Alright. Okay. Power line this way. Taken care of. Alright. Okay, so water is filling up. Everybody's pretty much on everything they need. Except for some disposalies. Which will next. have an outside port. Alright, so that's where that's going to come out. Don't need you guys at that height. Trying to make something look nice. That's who I am. Well, alright, let's grab ourselves an office. Usually what I do is I kind of, if I need a moment to think, I'll just kind of putz around with cleaning up some other things. Maybe I'll just move it back to here. Move this there. They're unnecessarily tall, guys. Come on. Can we get a new model of these things? These things are just grotesquely tall for no reason that I can picture. Bigger than they need to be. They take up way too much space, and it really is mostly the height that is the most irritating part of it. But it is what it is. See what cards you got. Cards you want. Alright. Fine. You're not in the way of everybody and not annoying me much. Alright, let's get a conveyor. Drop another one out through there. Grab our belt. Make sure we use wheel. Alright, then we just need to find some power. You need a power line. Hey, look, there's one. Right. Okay. So, what have we got? We have that being empty. Taking all the polymer resin we could hope for. I mean, I'm obviously full of heavy oil residue there because I have no packaging. So now what I need is enough packages to get the system primed. How do I make the packages? Well, it just so happens I have a plastics factory over here. So if we run over to our little plastics factory, you can see here, look at that, I'm making a bunch of plastic. Check the train station. Look at that, I'm making a bunch of plastic. All of that plastic so far is getting sucked down into that. But this is a splitter. What I can do is splitter. I can set you to plastic. Like that. Once I've done that, I can get a structure. of these, 2 of these, and 1 of those, which will then proceed to dump the fuel out from there. Now, how much fuel am I going to be getting out from there? I'm going to be getting 60 out of here, so that's 240 fuel coming out.
How many fuel generators is that?
Well, let's find out. All right, so fuel's going to come out of here. I want to keep things more or less centered. Keep it kind of nice and neat. I'm going to go that way. So how many foundations? That's 4, 8, 12, 16. So right between these 2 buildings, that's the center line. Because again, everyone only is running on a 4x4. They were built with before we had Mark 5s and Mark 6 blueprinters. So we can just do that. So that is our center line. Again, I'm going to use my customizer here. Let's grab some asphalt just so we know that that's all walk away. And, you know, running the logistics and stuff like that. So that means grab this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. A bunch of these. So I'm gonna make 1 there. 2 there. There we go. All right. Into the blueprint. Fuel generator. What do I need? I need a lot of expensive stuff. Chicken and the egg time here, folks. Chicken and the egg time. I need the power so I can build computers and heavy modular frames, but I need the heavy modular frames. Build all of that. So I'm gonna set up for. Let's just get set up for 6 for now. See what I'm going to need for that. So we're going to have to get back to. If I can just get enough power overhead, I can start then getting the manufacturing ready to go. So that I don't really have this problem. I am going to have to hand make everything. I'm going to take a quick trip back. Honestly, that's not bad because it gives us some time for the fuel packagers to get packaged. To make that freaking empty canisters, that's what I was saying. So that I can get the fuel packaging. There's no sense in double packaging. I want to more soon, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so I need to make a bunch of computers, which is going to be what do I need? How many computers can I make right now? 8. So let's get 8 made. Once again, we're staring at this nonsense. La 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 oh my god, this is so tedious. What it is, what it is. Alright, so that's got that. So I'm going to need 12 more, no, 22 more. Alright, so computers, let's get you set to 22. Alright, that off. Now, come on. Yeah, give me 4. So that is the 1953. Alright, so let's focus on getting the heavy modular frame. It doesn't require anything, fancy with circuit or anything like that. So let's get these done. Focus on these. Get all that stuff out of my inventory. Yeah, this is what procrastination is. I mean, I've been putting off getting all the rest of that stuff done for a while here because I really didn't need it. Guess what? I need it now. And that is going to be what the plan is for next week. Is to definitely get start setting up for that manufacturing. Of the computers and modular frames and all that stuff, just so it doesn't have to do this bitch anymore. This is painful. Alright, we're about to run out of screws. That's it for the screws. Fortunately, I do have some Yeah, it's still in. This is all. Honestly, this is the sloppiest kind of transition from phase one phase to the other. Is dealing between kind of that phase two assembly and manufacturing. It's it's like a flat line or very gentle curve or line upward of how much you need to increase your stuff. As soon as you hit the manufacturing and whatnot, it's just suddenly giant leap in the overhead where you now need lots and lots of stuff. Pardon me. Alright, I need to grab some more modular frames. They look back here. Should be enough modular frames. Still not enough screw, but there's 360 there. that'll cover me, I think, for all of my basics at that. Because after that, just like I said, I should have enough points to at least get something of these things done. I still am going to need to do a more kind of moving into phase 4. That's where you're going to start having to build a lot of stuff. Really? I can stand on that, can't I? Okay, back over here. Let's finish getting these damn ass modular frames done. Bada boom. There we go. Wow, just enough too. Okay, so now circuit boards. I need a bunch of circuit boards. Ooh, I got enough of them. So we're down a bunch of circuit boards here. Oh, it's rubber glass. Or plastic. Yeah, zip here. And crap. But the thing is it talk about again that transitional period between phase 2 and phase 3 and kind of decide what you need to do. You know, at the beginning, you need to do some hand manufacturing. Not that big a deal. You're here for a minute. But again, it's just like you turn a corner, it's a giant cliff difference, and it becomes painful after that. So, yeah. And not really trying to bore you hell out of you guys out there. But so I kind of put it off, trying to do more exciting things. I am just going to have to make sure I do when I do have kind of these kind of really grinding type things like that. Is to try to plan and do that between broadcast sessions. Because I feel bad for it. I have to. You guys are just watching me do this nonsense. But we've almost got all our circuit boards here. Just a wee bit more. Bit. Got it. We're almost there. 10 more. Come on. 10 more. 10 more. 10 more. 9 more. Yeah, there you go. 5 more after this. 8 more. Yeah. Okay, 5 more. 5 more. Let's get it up to 3. There's the 3. 2. 2. 1. Second board's done! Yay! Alright, so computers. Not enough around. Bunch of plastic here. The hell with it. I'll grab the concrete. Just because, getting a little low and roll concrete there. But eventually low and roll system. How you guys do this? Yeah, we got it done. Steel pipe is refilling. Plastic is refilling. Everyone else is actually Alright, let's get the rest of the computers done. Should be able to get all 20. Can I have 20, please? Hey, come on. There you go. 20 more. Now I need another 19. Hey, look at that. I've been doing math by doing that. I just realized I could just look up here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Still, yeah. Talking like this. Work's getting dry. Like I say, I haven't really been able to take a full breath in like 3 to 4 weeks. Tomorrow will be the beginning of week 4, so yep, it's been a 3-week run with this stupid viral bug. And if you can avoid it, folks, avoid it. Alright. 11 more. And keep coming. Just about there. Thing is, I can't just, walk away and go put in 5 of the fuel there out. No, I really do that. Yeah, how did I get on that? I don't remember. That's actually what I'm really curious. I can't remember how many fuel generators each one of those setups. I think it's 20 fuel houses. So there's 12 fuel to run the generator. And there we go. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Stay tight. Alright, let's get back to where we were. So now we can put these guys in. Alright, so these are 3 wide. Leave a 2 foundations, 8 meters in between. So we'll put one there. Other side of the street, right there. off one. There, and we go there. Here, we go to there. Here, we go to there. We go to there. And we go across here like that. Okay, now we have the outer wall here, environmental wall up here, fuel generator wall. You can snap this guy into position. Rotate it like that. Yes, okay. Like that. Scoochy, scoochy. Like that. All. Same thing on the other side here. Little H for the hologram. Nope, you gotta rotate it before I get the little H for the hologram. There you go. And H and scoochy, 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 scoochy. And there we go. All right. The reason being. Everyone else is being. Okay. So again, fuel is going to come out of there. I want fuel then to, let's say we run fuel down the center of the street. So again, here, grab a material, asphalt, and get you guys all painted up. The reason it's 3 is because this building, you can see, is actually offset with just a smidgen. Corners here. That. Conversion over here as well. Okay. There we go. I got the brush out. And customize. Okay, so there we go. That's got all the customized. So again, fuel coming from here. I'm thinking. Let's. Then I'm going to grab stackable pipe plumbing. Well, no real help for it, so we'll just have to do it internally. We'll have to force the machine. Yes, that's actually the right height for a single pipe. It's actually, you know what? Stop arguing with past Lumen and start listening, because he kind of thought this shit out. Why are you second guessing? Actually, kind of already figured this shit out back in the day here, so don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Okay, so we're gonna have the pipe. I want to go right through there. Yeah, so let's put the pipe one. That now means I can take this pipe to there. This can now come directly off of there. Now remember, nothing's going to flow yet because I still haven't put the packages into going to. Say right there. Grab a lift. essentially what I'm building here is a buffer of so broken, I'm going to do that. I am just going to remove that stage. All the bits and pieces that are broken on it. You guys are doing your thing. You are completely messing. I've got package fuel mixing in things that it should not. That is not so fuel is. And slowly. Then it's
don't think my throat can actually handle it.
Very, very tickly. Very, very tickly throat. Not very, very fun. Okay, let's get that fluid buffer back here again. Now, I can put that fluid buffer right. I'll bring this up. I don't want to sit at my crafting bench cranking out a whole crap load of computers and heavy modular frames. I'd rather get those manufactured. So we're going to call this part 1.5. We're going to switch over to part 2 next week. We'll do that next week. I might get a start on some of the stuff, kind of get the, again, the grindy stuff, kind of remembering how the blueprints work and whatnot off camera. But yeah, next week we are definitely going to be getting computers and heavy modular frames built to deal with kind of this mess. Let's grab our beads here. That'll be we're up to this corner here. I'm going to leave this buffer here. Obfuscate. We're going to go there. like it actually is supposed to be. Okay, the buffer should be full.
Draining a bunch. Okay, that's one. Oh, excellent. Pipe is full. That is it. I've got the power going. That might be bad.
Now that I've got it going, again, I like the system. You know what? I'm very happy with the system I've got set up here. Today's difficult. Literally, tools and memory and how it all works and goes together. But it's all pretty straightforward now. Once I've got this kind of work here, it's going to be really easy for me to continue to expand out. I might have to do a little bit of kind of playing curves and stuff. I'm going to have to turn it into 45 degrees, see what happens. But, you know, I can have low my power generators there, low power generators there. I can put this anywhere as long as I have them to. So, you know, again, it's 12 power generators per set of building. Isn't the most efficient? I don't know, but it was working for me. You can see there we go. We got all our water going. So clearly I've got more than enough in the containers now. That is fully loaded out of the buffer. Have to build up, things have to build up. I'm not gonna hang around all those computers and things. I've got enough power here so that if I bring a bunch more machines, that was the big problem, is bringing a bunch more machines on. I'm not quite having enough overhead here. Like 450 more megawatts. What is that? That's 47, 41, let's do some quick math. 47, let's just round up to 50, plus 450, so we need 5,200 just to make sure that safety zone, so remember 5,200. So again, 5,200, I'm just there, just about there. I've got enough kind of slop in the system here. I should be good. All right. So let's go back to base. like that, make it look good, not as a giant floaty building. Get some more flooring and stuff like that. I'm gonna get some more light bulbs and whatnot. I really want to station power switches, but honestly, if you properly manage your power, you should never have to use a power switch. You should never have to use a priority power switch. If you're having to rely on priority power switches and stuff like that, you have forgotten your basic fundamentals. Your number one thing is to make sure you manage your power. That you've always got enough kind of slop in the system that you don't shut your factory down. If your factory shuts down for lack of power, you have to effed up, buddy. I did it, yes, I've done it once or twice on this playthrough, but quite frankly, that's something I avoid. I've even got, I still have the biofuel there. It's not really generating any power because I've got it all cut off because I want my bio stuff to go into my jetpack. I'm not really collecting any biomaterial or some plant material and stuff like that. That's pretty. Ooh, ADHD squirrels. So yeah, so that's good. Okay, so the power's working. Like I say, I think I'm gonna extend the factory to that little plateau across here. That rock's a bit of a nuisance. So if we kind of snap in there, yeah, it's a bit of a nuisance having that rock there, but it's not horrible. This way, I'm not having to go quite as high up. I can kind of wrap. I got lots. Yeah, see, I got lots of space wrapping around back here. Or with the extra height, new staircases and stuff like that. So, I'm a little unsure which way I want to go. I'm going to kind of poke around and play with it. I'll make a decision for next week. But next week we are going to definitely start getting the rest of that manufacturing and all the rest of those machineries in. It might end up being, kind of splitting things off. I don't know all that bits and pieces self-contained. But yeah, we're getting there. I finally got somewhere. I feel like I accomplished something. Got some radar towers in. You can see we got lots of coverage there. That is nice. That's what I like to see. You're out by the lake there. So we got deuterium here, we got iron here, we got some limestone. Yeah, we're getting there, folks. But that is all it is going to be for today. Thanks again for watching. Hey, leave me a comment, man. Tell me what if there's something more you want to see. Got any suggestions? Whatever. Hey, if you want some of my blueprints, I'm happy to share. Just let me know. Don't forget to hit the old like button. If you just happen to stumble across here, go ahead. Hit that little subscribe button. I'm running the Satisfactory here. For those of you who are watching my Space Engineers, hey, guess what, folks? New episode today. I finally managed to get an episode put together, edited out. Honestly, that I could do nothing while I was feeling ill. My brain was mush. I didn't sleep for basically 4 to 5 days. This bug kept me awake. All I could do was just kind of nap, like 15-20 minute cat nap. It just was not a fun run, folks. Of course, that just messes up your brain, and when you're trying to be somewhat creative and create a sort of narrative, it wasn't working. But I do finally have an episode. That's something I remember. This bastard. I have to make sure that whatever I put in, he's going to get in the land, and I still think I can go that way. I could even go on the other side, honestly, of the tracks. There's all these different directions to go. I'm going to have to think about it. It's a matter of where stuff is. I got my iron right there. The copper is there. The quartz is there. The steel stuff, which is the coal, you know, that's a little bit further away because that's over there. Whatever quick wire I need, I don't actually have to tap for quick wire because I'm overproducing quick wire as is down there. But yeah, so that is it for today. Again, I've said that multiple times now. This time I actually need to see if we can actually mean it. So yeah, look for the Space Engineers new chapter going up today at 3 o'clock Pacific time. Pretty. And then next week we'll be back at our regular time, and we'll have some more factory building to do. Like I said, this week I'm probably going to start building out that factory. There is a lot of kind of that grindy stuff there, but I'll let you know what I'm doing. I won't get too far ahead. And we'll go from there. But until then, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, folks, stay safe. Be good. Have a great day.